So we do need to process pain, and we do. It is a season for sadness, and we need to acknowledge the sadness and sit with the sadness. And Lizzie, maybe you can sort of share some moments of some of the sad you've been through, because there's a little bit there, isn't there?
Layers. Yeah, so, there's been lots of layers.
And it would be easier to trivialise it or minimise it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what's happening?
What's happening? Well, I should actually be in Melbourne today.
Yeah.
Lockie and Jemima have got first engagement party
hey, Lockie.
on this
Hey,
weekend.
Jemima.
Hey, love you. And so should be on a plane tomorrow. We should be cooking and getting ready for the engagement party. So that's not happening. And then there was another engagement party here next weekend, so that one's not happening. Yeah. Then the weekend after that, my dad turns 80, which is very significant.
It's a big milestone.
It's a big milestone, and all the family, we're all planning on going up to Sydney and having dinner on Friday night, so that one's not happening. So, so there's sort of those party things and times of getting together as family, and, so they're all gone. And then in that, one of my daughters has got, she's on medication that suppresses her immune system, so she's had to pull out of uni this week because hers is a real face-to-face course, so... She can't do that, so, dealing with all that loss and sadness, and then you're talking to business owners who are closing down, and with the tail race, and what's happened here in our very busy cafe at the moment. It's just, there's just lots and lots of layers of sadness. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Have you been tempted in that to minimise?
Yeah, it's really easy to go, oh, well, so-and-so's worse than I am, or that's worse than I am. And I was talking to Lockie and Jemima, and a friend of theirs is supposed to be getting married, and the reception venue rang them up and said, we can't do your reception. So then they've moved it to another date, and then now that can't happen either. And then I find out today that even what they thought they could do this week isn't going to happen. And so you've got all those plans and honeymoons that have been booked and cancelled. And so it's easy to go, well, that's really bad. And I know Lockie and Jemima were like, well, that, it's not as bad as what that one is. And it's like, yeah, but yours is sad too. You're allowed to be in that place of sadness and recognise that what you've lost is significant as well. And, Dad won't, I don't know how many more birthdays Dad will have, It was like...
It's real.
So when do you do all those things again? And even, you don't even feel like you can plan for another one.
Yeah.
Like there's that, normally if something gets cancelled, you can go, okay, well, we'll do it. But you don't even feel like you can do that. So it is really easy to minimise what's going on and the loss and say, oh, that person, it's worse than I am, or it's going to be okay. But I think it's really important just to stay in that space and actually recognise that there is loss and identify that loss and live in that space so that you can work through it well, rather than just suppressing it or, pretending it doesn't matter when it really does.
Yeah.